Great googly moogly. Hey there, hi there, ho there, fellas. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm doing good. If you're here to check in on that H3 video, I'm not putting that crap out today. I'm probably going to put it out later this week. I wanted to take a second away from all of the negativity as I posted a video last night, and sure enough, as you know, the first person to comment on it fell right into it and showed exactly what I was talking about. But that's not what we're talking about today. Don't mind the background. I got some fellas over. They just stepped over to go grab us some more things as we hang out. I just wanted to take the opportunity to make the video. But what I am talking about today is the MCU. All right. As you know, we have been blessed with Peacemaker these last couple weeks from James Gunn in the DCU, and it has been taking off, not going to lie. And on the MCU side, we have also been blessed, which is kind of surprising considering the way that they've been for the last couple of years, realistically. But I gotta say, Marvel Zombies, son, is probably the best thing that has come out of Marvel in a while. Which is crazy because Fantastic Four IMO was insane. I loved it. Was it like groundbreaking? Did it do anything different? No, not necessarily, but it delivered on all the points that we wanted it to because all of the things that have been Fantastic Four in the past have not been good. And I think you can honestly, like, there's really no arguing with that because the first movie in the 90s was okay, trash even. The first two the second and the third one in like the early 2000s, the two that we got, the second one being The Rise of the Silver Surfer, the first one just being Fantastic Four with Doctor Doom. All right, they're okay for their times. And then they showed Galactus as a giant cloud, but they delivered on some things. They put the Fantastic Four on the map in the times of like the superhero times movies. And then Fanforstic with 2015 was just garbanzo beans. But Marvel Zombies does something different, okay? With the release of Deadpool and Wolverine, bringing Deadpool into the main Marvel universe, and like having it tie in with, Secret Wars and Doomsday eventually, supposedly, we got our first rated R film for Marvel. Meaning they could cuss, they could have blood, they could have violence and crazy deaths and everything. And we have been blessed to have that very same thing for Marvel Zombies. I apologize if you heard that. I'm over here cheersing up for Oktoberfest. Go get you some if you haven't already out here in Fort Worth, Texas. But we got that very same thing with Marvel Zombies, where it's rated mature for an animated series, for a short series, for a TV show, and they're not holding back whatsoever at all. Not to mention that this is essentially like an Elseworlds, the multiverse story, which is badass in and of itself. But it gets to highlight some heroes alongside other heroes that you just would not expect to be with each other ever. All right. And on top of that, that goes further by saying that there are heroes that are actually other heroes at the same time, merging two into one in a good way. Prime example, spoiler alert, if you have not seen it yet, go watch it. It is so sick. Come back after. Deadpool. No, not Deadpool. Why the hell did I say that? Sorry, that just floated off the tongue so naturally. Deadpool and Wolverine is the reason that this is here. But no, the hero that it is that I'm talking about is Moon Knight and Blade. All right, you get Blade as Moon Knight, as the what do they call it? The embodiment of Khonshu, the avatar of Khonshu, the Egyptian god, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. I remember having the Moon Knight action figure from Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure series for the MODOK collection, and it instantly fell into my favorite heroes category. I love Batman. Moon Knight was essentially Batman, but he wore a white cape and he looked even more badass, and he came with little nunchucks and shit, and it was dope, all right? And I remember getting that and being like, yo, like this is going to be awesome if they ever make a movie for him. And then they didn't. They made a TV show, which is fine. It got more people to know what Moon Knight was. And then obviously the Blade trilogy that we have made Blade be put on the map like nobody's business. And now we have them together. Now, have we gotten Blade in the normal Marvel Universe? No, but hopefully this is a sign that we will be heading in that direction soon, because we have already gotten his voice from her Mahershala Ali, I think is how you pronounce his name, in the Eternals movie, which, again, we're already in spoilers territory, is ironic because we did have a Eternal within Episode 1 as he's fighting Captain Marvel. Perfect matchup, by the way. It totally took me off guard. Me, my friends, my girlfriend, everybody that was watching it with us completely took us off guard. We did not expect that. I wholeheartedly expected Storm more than a return of an Eternal, more so just because they are kind of like going towards the mutant saga and bringing in the mutants and everything, and like having, you know, Miss Marvel be one of the main staples of the show. And then obviously with like Episode 2 having like Namor and everybody as one of the main, I guess you could say, villains, if you could really even put it that way. But like in that moment, I thought that it was going to be Storm. Granted, we didn't see Namor just yet, but it was kind of going that way. And then boom, it surprised us, and it's a fucking Eternal. Which the movie, however you feel about it, definitely deserved a sequel, because we got to get more explanation on Thanos' brother being in the Marvel Universe and how that's even going to be a thing. Or like, I'd love to see... Is it Therashim the Judge? I'm sorry. As you can tell, I am a little loosey goosey, as you can see, for Oktoberfest. But getting the Eternals means that we get the Celestials, and getting the Celestials means that we get more cosmic beings. Not to mention that they name dropped the Nova Corps. We haven't had anybody from the Nova Corps since the What If series, but the Nova Corps is supposed to be a whole movie. It was announced like fucking 10 years ago, and we have yet to get it. I don't know if it's been canceled. I don't believe it has. I just don't think that they've worked on it or moved forward with it, but they really should, because Nova is a badass character, especially nowadays, being as there's like a few different ones. They have multiple people that they could choose from. But ultimately, it is the best thing coming out of Marvel right now. I'm so glad that they just decided to drop it all at once instead of just do it weekly, because it fits so well with being at the start of October. If you guys have not had the opportunity to go watch it, please go watch it. Let me know if I'm going kooky for Cocoa Puffs or whatever. All right, because I really don't think I am. I think it's really dope that we got this, and I hope to see more like it. I hope to see more MA or rated R stuff from Marvel, because they need to remember that some of their fans are adults, and we would love to see more of that stuff. But I appreciate you guys for stopping by. If you have any thoughts on the show, or maybe you just want to chat back and forth down in the comment section below, please drop a comment, drop a like on the video if you like it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.